Jake, we've got UConn Miami on Saturday night, and the key stat that's standing out to me is that 35% of the dogs over these past 2 weeks are winning outright. Miami played Indiana as 4.5-point dogs, they won by 16. Then Houston, 7.5-point dogs, won by 14. And last weekend they went against Texas as 3.5-point dogs, and they had a big comeback to end up winning by 7. This one opened at UConn minus 5.5, even money on BroThrow, and minus 230 on the money line. Again, that's exclusive to BroThrow because I think the books have that at around minus 245. The total's at 149. Now, UConn supposedly has one of the best players in the entire tournament. So what are your thoughts on Sanogo?
He's been the centerpiece of this UConn team during this awesome March Madness run, averaging 20 points a game, 9.75 rebounds a game, almost a double-double, in only 25.5 minutes because UConn wins every single game by 20 and 30 right now. Coach Hurley has really gotten his squad whipped up into incredible shape, and they are playing the best basketball from possibly any team this entire season, and they picked a great stretch of time to do so. Miami's going to have their hands full with guys like Jordan Hawkins and Sanogo, but they've got some stars of their own. Isaiah Wong, the ACC Player of the Year, Nigel Pack signed one of the biggest NIL deals in college basketball history. So this game has really got the stars coming out on both sides, and it's going to be a real spectacle to watch.
I've got the KenPom rankings pulled up. You've got UConn, far and away the best team in the country, far and away the best team left out of these four. San Diego State comes in at 14, Florida Atlantic at 17, and Miami at 22. UConn's 12-3 against the spread in the last 15 games. How do you see these two matching up?
It's honestly a great matchup both on the court and in the coaching box. Jim Larinaga, Bobby Hurley, two of the best coaches in the entire country, tons and tons of experience. Miami has been playing really, really smart strategically. Their offense is really predicated on three-point shooting, which can be hit or miss, as we know, depending on how hot the guys are. But especially against Indiana, what I noticed was that Miami was trying to use ball screens to force switches, to force Trayce Jackson-Davis out on the perimeter. That way, when Miami fires a three, they have an offensive rebounding advantage with the big man outside. I expect them to do the exact same thing against UConn. Force Sanogo out onto the perimeter, get three-point shots up, and hopefully get some offensive rebounds and crash the glass. UConn's been a stalwart defensive team, and that's what most people have been seeing out of them the last 4 games. But they've got the number 3 overall rated offense according to KenPom. So I'm expecting this to be a really high-scoring affair. The over 149 would definitely be my play on that side of things.
I know you said you like the over since UConn's 3rd and Miami's 5th in offensive efficiency, but when you look at the UConn D, they are significantly better than Miami. Here's the one caveat. Texas is almost as good as UConn is on defense, and Texas still allowed a 10-point comeback with less than 8 minutes to go and ended up losing that game by 7. So what does that say about Miami, their resiliency, and how high-powered their offense is, and how they perform in the clutch? To me, this has got to be an over. To me, this has got to be a Miami play at plus 5.5. It's just too many points for a team who I think can beat anybody in the country since they've already taken down 2 of the top 5 in KenPom. I'm riding with Miami all day on this.
Yeah, I mean, 5.5 is a lot of points. Miami is the outright ACC regular season champion. They've got a lot of great players, a great coach who has made the Final Four before with George Basin, one of the OG Cinderella teams. But I'm going to take UConn in the points here. They've just been far too dominant as a team overall. None of their games have even been close. Miami, as you said, they've been really well as an underdog, but UConn has been the best team in the country. They've been the best team in this tournament, and they're going to take this game, not by 20, but they'll cover the 5.5 points and make it on to the national championship game.
Well, even though you're taking UConn, I'm still happy you're saying this because I've got UConn as my champion in my bracket, and I'm in 2nd place right now. So as long as UConn can win outright on the money line, I'll be happy either way. But thank you for your input. Thanks for your takes, and we'll see you guys soon.